Hello everyone, I'm your host Akuma, and welcome to a new series here on Lasting Impressions. Today, we are playing a game that is very different, at least for me compared to everybody else. See, most people wanted to buy the Nintendo 64 so they could play Mario, so they could play Zelda, so they could play the new Metroid game that was never released for the Nintendo 64, and, you know, whatever. There's a whole bunch of reasons people wanted the Nintendo 64. Me? I love dinosaurs. I love them so much. And I wanted to hunt dinosaurs in Turok Dinosaur Hunter. So, I decided that this was my reason for getting it. I was going to get this console so I could play Turok Dinosaur Hunter. And I did. Now, you might notice that there's no story here. I will try to inform you of the story as we go along. Locate the hub ruins and use the keys to open up portals. So this game is a little bit different in that you look around using the control stick, the joystick, and you move using the C buttons. So every time I move, it's going to be at maximum speed in any one direction. I can also use the L button, I believe. No, is it the control pad? Yes, I can use the control pad to change my speed, but you're really going to want to run almost all the time. So I've got two different things I want to say about this game. And I'm not going to tell you everything as we're going along, so because I think you might be able to figure most of this out for yourself. But first of all, story time. Yeah, I didn't care much for the looks of Mario 64. I mean, it was fun, don't get me wrong, but it was not a game seller for me. It was not a game that, when I look at it, I was thinking, this is the reason I want the new Nintendo console. I want to play Mario games. Well, Mario games are good and all, but I wasn't a Super Mario fan. I mean, like, I wasn't a super fan of Mario. It's not like I like the Super Mario games, but I wasn't a super fan. So what do we got here? This is a key. Level 2 key. We are going to need the keys in every level in order to open up portals. Like they told us before, you need keys to get into the next levels. You've got to find all the keys on every level if you want to finish the game. So we're going to keep our eyes open for keys. And hello, dear. Goodbye, dear. Yes, that was necessary because we get health for it. Come and get me. Too late. I saw Turok, the Dinosaur Hunter. The Dinosaur Hunter, this is his title. I saw Turok Dinosaur Hunter in Toys R Us, of all places. And I didn't actually see the box art for it. I saw, oh boy. I saw the game on a trailer station of some sort. They were trying to sell the Nintendo 64 console, and they were doing that by trying to... Oh, great. Somebody's respawning. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Okay. They tried to sell the Nintendo 64 console by showing people who came to the store, and this was set up so they weren't like directly showing everybody who came in like, here, come over here, you gotta see this. But no, they were selling the Nintendo 64 console, I've said that so many times now, by having a station set up where you could pick a trailer that you wanted to watch for the game. So they'd have a whole bunch of things on screen, different game box art, so that you could look at them and see, okay, this one looks interesting, what's this game going to be like? And I think that in addition to Turok, they might have had a snowboarding game. They must have had some kind of Mario game, whether it was Mario 64 or Mario Kart, I don't know, because it's been forever. But I specifically remember Turok Dinosaur Hunter. And I don't remember what the trailer was like. I would have to find it on YouTube. If I can find it, I'll put a link in the description below. But, hey, by the way, secret area, yay. But I couldn't remember all that much about the game. There was a narrator talking about the game and all the cool stuff that was probably in it. But all I saw, and all I remember, was a dinosaur running toward you while you have a shotgun. You shoot it once and it keeps on running. You shoot it twice and it falls down right at your feet. And the way that it looked, somehow that was so awesome to me. And I was going through my Jurassic Park phase, and if you could hunt dinosaurs actively, I was excited. This was I could not pass up this game. But I didn't have the console for it, so when we eventually got the game, or I should say, when I eventually got the Christmas present that my grandpa gave me that we opened up where we got the game, or where we got the console, Turok Dinosaur Hunter was not in the mix. We did get Super Mario 64 and I think Mario Kart and I think something else. But yeah, those are good games. They were great and all. Everybody loved them, myself included, but I didn't have my Turok Dinosaur Hunter yet. And that was the entire reason I wanted the console in the first place. So where was my Turok Dinosaur Hunter? I mean, there are going to be those games that sells everybody on a system. And this was still in my phase where I was like, okay, I like games, I like playing games, and I'm still too stupid to know which games are good and which ones are bad. So how is this a game that, how am I going to get this console for the game? I got the console, it's like, now I got the console, how am I going to get the game? Because of course I had no job then, and hello. And this is a bonus area of some sort. You can sort of die in these bonus areas, in some of the more dangerous ones, but for the most part, you don't have to worry about death too much. If you fall down onto that blue stuff, or I assume it's possible you hit that blue stuff on top, then you'll get sent back to the entrance of this supposed level. Just get to the end and collect a whole bunch of stuff. This is mostly a bonus area for collecting items and weapons and ammunition to restore your... Oop! Lucky. This is a place to collect things and restore your ammunition supplies. And we'll see quite a few of these in the game, but I had to take a brief moment to let you know about this. Ooh, and a backpack doubles your magazine storage for all your weapons, so that is also good. Or I assume it's for all the weapons. All those that I can remember. Now then, where was I? Yes. I eventually did get Turok Dinosaur Hunter, but it was a rental from a kid who lived in the trailer park next to me. And I knew he had it. I had seen it when I had been over to his house before, I think. And I was really eager to borrow it. And I asked him many times. He kept forgetting whenever he came to visit. Eventually he said, "Pester me until I remember to bring it over to you so you can borrow it for certain." I pestered him to the point where it was hilarious. He was laughing, I was laughing, and everybody else who overheard us was laughing. I needed to play this game that I had been waiting for so long, and we had quite a collection at that time. We had a lot of games for the Nintendo 64 in that period, but still not this one. And I had not seen it anywhere, and of course, even if I could see it, I didn't have the money for it. So at some point, he finally brought it over to our house, and I got to play this game. And I was ecstatic. Like, so excited. This was what I had been waiting for all this time. I heard you over there somewhere. Where are you? Hello, dinosaur. Goodbye, dinosaur. Hee Teleportation. Love it. You die forever. You know. Thank you. So, this game, by far, everybody's got those games that they remember for some reason or another. Turok Dinosaur Hunter, I remember it because this is my reason for buying the Nintendo 64. Finally, we got the game. We found it at a rental store. I sold off a couple of my games that I had, I think, or maybe I had Christmas money. I don't remember the specifics of that moment. But I finally got the game, and I played the snot out of it. I was so excited. I played no other games for that period. Oh, hey! We've got a pearl in this time. Well, now that we've got explosive arrows, I can shoot you and kill you. Sometimes they will barrel toward you in their death and cause damage, so I had to stay rather careful there. So most people have their games. This game was mine, and I have definitely grown out of it. But this game was just... it's pretty much my game at this point. Yeah, there are better games, and this game has certainly faded from my top favorites list over time. But, like, everybody, if you ask someone what their favorite game is, and you say, I haven't played it, they might say, like, how have you never played this game? It's so amazing! You can't go through life without playing this game. And that was kind of what it was for me. Because, yeah, Turok was, I suppose, the first game that was made for the Nintendo 64 by a third party. And, okay, that's great and all, but it's not bad. I should say. But it's not really good either. And I should probably take the time to point out the difference between a couple of these weapons I got here. The shotgun, bam, chuck-click, bam, chuck-click. And then we've got this gun, which is an automatic shotgun. Yeah, that's fun. Same as a shotgun, but an automatic. Love it. This is going to be one of the most favored weapons in the game. I think this is... If a game could be OP for single-player mode, this would be the game, or the weapon that is OP. Crazy powerful, it will save you in boss battles. You will come to love the automatic shotgun whenever you play this game. And now we're back to where we got our first key. There was something behind that we came out of. We went left last time, now we get to go right, because right just opened up. And the red shells down there, oh boy, are explosive shells. Kind of a mini explosion, we didn't even see that second one, but you know, whatever. Man, I actually forgot to take a breath during that entire time. Good thing my body knows to breathe, because I did not. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what all there is to say about this game anymore. And I'm actually very glad that I decided to jump into the game and keep on talking while I played the game, otherwise we would probably still be at the title screen. Good night, Irene. Now then, let me get into a few of the game mechanics before this episode ends. There are some things I would probably like for us to get through. Oops! First of all, what I just did there was the diagonal jump. The diagonal jump actually gets you better distance than a regular jump. Don't ask me how, don't ask me how they did programming that into the game. I just know that the diagonal jump gets you better distance than a regular jump. So I'm going to be doing diagonal jumps much more than regular jumps. Now, somebody was trying to appear over here, weren't they? Yeah, you were. I'm gonna get you. I got you. Now come here, deer. Once again, we gotta kill the deer to get more health. Actually, the deer drops 2 health. Now, something you might notice about this game is that if you try to pick up any other... Oh, what the heck, I'll just shoot you. Thank you. If you try to pick up any kind of health, it will only go to 100. But these silver health are 2 health, and they will always give you that 2 health until about 250 or 255 health. I'm not sure. Oh, what the heck, we'll use a regular shotgun for this guy. Boom, 1, boom, 2, and... Okay, you're supposed to die there. He chokes on his own blood. Alrighty then. Whew. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yes, the health. And okay, we're into leaper territory now. And I am not going to be able to see very well in this cave because my TV screen is dark because of the fact that I've got to split the video between my TV and the computer. So if I stumble around in the dark, forgive me, but there's nothing I can do. Die, leaper. Die, leaper. Okay, let's switch over to the auto shotgun. And I'm actually going to turn on my map for this. The map makes this game platformable, I suppose I should say. There are some jumping sections that will murder you if you do not know how to jump properly. And jumping properly in this game usually aligns itself to being open up the map. Where are you? I can see movement. I heard someone else in there too. Where are you? Okay, just sort of saw a guy out there in the corner. And of course you guys are going to have a much better screen for this, but I can barely see. Oh, great. There's actually 3 kinds of leapers. One of them is the very dark brown. The other one is kind of a yellow tan, which is a bit larger. And then there's a reddish brown leaper, which I call the Queen Leaper. I think that was a shotgun. I really can't see anything. Okay, the health I can sort of see because it's so darn bright. But my only saving grace here is listening for the leaper jumps. Oh boy. I hear you. I can actually see the walls. Yeah, that was a small one. And there should be a leaper queen right around this corner somewhere. That's a small one. Come on, Queenie. Where are you? Hurry up before they respawn. Oop, there it is! Right in my face. Okay, let's get out of here. Obviously, if we collect 100 of these triangles, we will get an extra life, or maybe it wasn't that obvious, I don't know. This is just because I know this game very, very well. Now then, this is an interesting part of the level which I really like. Sometimes I just really like using the regular shotgun. Yes, I know the automatic shotgun is more dangerous and more powerful, and you probably can survive a little bit longer with it, but darn it, the shotgun just feels cooler. It does. It feels so cool to shoot them, take the time to reload, bam, shoot them again, they're dead. No one can touch you. And of course, if you're fighting enemies that are a lot stronger, then you're going to want to switch to the automatic shotgun. But even so, this just feels so freaking awesome. And that right there was the scene, mostly, that I saw in that trailer in Toys R Us so long ago. Shoot him as he's right in your face and he falls to the ground in front of you. Man, I love it. Right then. So now that we've gotten pretty much everything in here, let's go upstairs and collect the real prize that is going to make this the next few seconds memorable. There are so few of these talismans in the game, and I am going to take full advantage of this by not wasting any time picking these things up afterwards. When you pick this up, not only does Turok on acid, but he is invincible, and all the enemies move slower. Like, all of the everything moves slower. Not even this boar. The boar moves slower too. And I don't know where the other 2 health went, but okay, you know, whatever. Cut you! He dead! Move on to another guy. How about Tekos for you? Come on, load it up, Turok. Yeah, right in his face. And you know what's really fun? One of the most fun things that you can do with this song is to use cheats. I am absolutely serious. And not just because you get to kill them all and run around and blow everything up and whatever while you're on acid trip. No, 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 no. Listen here. When you kill an enemy with an explosion, and if you make another explosion that's close enough to their head before they disappear, they go flying. Now, imagine doing that in slow motion forever when you've got infinite ammo on a grenade launcher. Red and green rain everywhere. And I say green rain because you can actually change the blood color settings to be either none if your parents are going to be all cranky and stuff because you're playing a game with blood in it, or change it to green and sort of get away with it because these are all aliens and alien blood is a lot less worse than human blood, or so the human mind seems to think. At least from what I can tell. I'm actually doing pretty good. I've got 168 health. And we're almost to the end of this episode. Okay, well, we got a lot farther than I thought we would. I figured that at the very end of the episode we would have just been able to pick up the spiritual invincibilities. So yeah, much faster than I was thinking. And I'd actually forgotten a lot of the stuff that has come in between that point and the beginning of the game too, so yeah. And it's actually easier to make those jumps when you are using your map. So I know that this next place is going to take us underground again to an area filled with bugs. And actually this little area filled with bugs is directly under the ground that we were at earlier. You remember that up above we were walking across some logs? Well, you can sort of see them. Whoa, jeez, what the heck? 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 No, 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 no! Yee! And I actually do want to use your knife and regular arrows to kill some enemies, because sometimes, and we saw this earlier, well, sort of, I picked it up and didn't really show it off, you can pick up a very fast disappearing item called the Mortal Wound. The Mortal Wound will increase your maximum hit points, as long as you don't die, by 5 points up to 120 or 125. So kill them with a knife and the arrows as best you can in the earlier levels. In later levels, they will not drop them. Trust me, I have tried with cheats. So be aware of that and try to get your health up a little farther if you can. Later on, you will appreciate any mortal wound you can come across, because you're not going to get enough 2 health. You're going to need more than that. Come on. There we go. Oh, I got them both of that. Awesome. Alright, that key's mine. This is one of the keys that I usually forget to pick up. And now, let's get the last weapon in this level. I know that we've got a whole ton of weapons, but there's one more that we can get. And if we're honest here, the only weapon you can use underwater, sadly, is the knife. So, Gotta fight all of these guys up close and personal. And it helps to quickly mash the movement button while you're going forward. And bonk, assault rifle. Yay. Yeah, you know what? I don't care about you. I'm just going to run right by. Whoop. Come on, get down there. Get down there. Thank you. And one of them is going to respawn again. I don't like the respawning enemies because you never know what's going to respawn and you may not have enough ammo for it. And it's dark again. I need to get out of here. Where's the portal? There's the portal. Let me out of here. Woo. Alright. So, this has been fun. And you guys have gotten to hear my personal Nintendo 64 story. It's mostly a Turok story, but it's my Nintendo 64 story. So, in case you're wondering more about the game, we'll get into that next episode where I'll explain the plot a little bit more. Well, just in general, I haven't really told you jack squat. All you know is that I am a guy who is running around in a maze of a jungle killing guys. And dinosaurs. The dinosaurs dying is awesome. I love to hunt the dinosaurs. Anyway, I'm sorry, but I will get into the plot next episode, and we will probably move on to level 2 in the process. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. I hope I've piqued your interest just enough to come back for episode 2 of Turok Dinosaur Hunter for the Nintendo 64. See you then. Take care. 3 guys. All of them over there, right? I can't see. I think that the game actually did not load these guys. I have never seen that before. Am I playing the game too fast or something?